everybody, and welcome to a new style journal with me. Today I'm working in a B6 size notebook. It's an MD notebook from Midori, and in this notebook I am doing the September Cafe Analog Project Me challenge, and I just showed you a quick peek at the pages that I've done thus far. You can see that I've not done a great job of keeping up to date with writing in it, but I've done a great job of making all the pages. So I'm hoping that this weekend I can go in and fill in all the prompts and write all the journaling and stuff, but today I am just going to be filling in the pages and decorating them so that when I have the chance to sit down and do all the writing, I don't have to worry about doing any of the decorating. So if you hear little baby noises, I've got Clara here with me. She is refusing to take a nap. And I really got to get this voiceover done because the boys come home early from school today. So I just want to note that 90% of the supplies that I'm using today are from Cafe Analog, and I will leave the shop information in the description box below if you're interested in seeing if you're interested in purchasing some of the items that I'm using. I am not sure of the inventory of each individual item, but I will let you know that the all the tapes that you see me use are from Cafe Analog, their Classicy and Bomb Kitchen exclusives, and then all of the stamps you see me use are from Cafe Analog's shop, and I think the only thing that I use that isn't Cafe Analog are some paper bits at the end of the video and a washi strip from like a sticker sheet. So, but mostly everything else is from the shop if you're interested. These teeny little, oh gosh, I can't even remember how to pronounce it. It's like Kiryu Kinky stamps or something. Cafe Analog now carries them. Like I said, I'm not sure of her inventory and selection, but these are the ones that I have, and I absolutely love these tiny little stamps. They're just so fun to use. They're so pretty. They give the lightest dainty touch to a page and just really, I don't know, I just really, really like using them. So if you're interested, I'm pretty sure they are carrying them now, but I do not know what they have in stock. So a little bit about this challenge. This is a challenge that was meant to be like one challenge once a month and then once a season, and then over the summertime they turned the once a month challenge into like a daily challenge that you could kind of do something every single day, and I really enjoyed doing it. And oh, hello, lady. I did it in June and July. I don't think I was very successful in July, but I skipped August's, and I'm going to try to do September's. So, yeah, it's really fun. It's a great way to use your supplies up and to journal every single day and to just kind of go beyond like the standard, daily journaling. This gives you a purpose to write, a purpose to think. It just gives you an opportunity to really think about things, and I really enjoy that aspect of it because I just typically journal about my day-to-day life, things that my family and I do, and just stuff like that. But this challenge gives you the opportunity to, journal about things that you might not necessarily normally think about, which I think is really, really nice. I am going to be doing pages for the 9th and the 10th, which is what I'm working on now. I'm going to skip the 11th and then work on the 12th and 13th. And I did do that for a reason. I am leaving September 11th pages blank because I intend to do some journaling. Very fitting, the prompt for September 11th is a September morning, and we all know what happened on the morning of September 11th in 2001, and I really want to reflect on that. It's been 18 years. I was in middle school when that happened. I remember very vividly the atmosphere of the entire school changing. My parents picked me up from school because they had no idea what was going on, and we lived very close to Washington, D.C. and relatively close to New York City and Pennsylvania. So we were within an hour or two from all of the incidents. So we had no real idea of what was really happening because all three of the incidents happened, like I said, within a few hours of where we were living at the time. And so my parents were very scared. We didn't really know what was going on or if the attacks were going to keep coming, blah, blah, blah. So I just really kind of want to write those memories down because I don't think I ever have. I just haven't ever had the opportunity, I guess, or the willingness, or just I would just say the opportunity to really just sit down and write about it. So I left 2 pages blank so that I can go in at my own time and kind of write about that morning and that day for me and what I remember and just take it that way. And I didn't want to do it on film. It just felt it felt deep and personal. I'm not going to do any physical journaling on any of these pages on film, but I didn't even want to touch those pages. That's something that felt very sacred to me, and I just wanted to leave that be. So anyway, long-winded kind of explanation for something that you guys would probably never have even noticed anyway, but I felt like I needed to say my piece on it, and there we have it. So yeah, moving on. I wanted to create a layered look with this. Hello, lady. And so I just picked up a bunch of papers from my stash that I thought would kind of match the theme of the prompt. So the prompt is a grocery list. And I felt like all of these pages kind of went along with that. And I'm not sure. I think what I want to do is create a grocery list or write down my grocery list. Look at that. Can you believe that? I was so irritated. That ink that I was using before, that red ink, is so tacky and sticky that it like ripped the paper when I tried to stamp it. So I had to get it re-wet again. And it worked, but goodness, I was blown away. But yeah, I think I want to create a grocery list from a couple of the different stores that I tend to go to a lot so that I can kind of document what I'm buying on a regular basis from which store. So I want to put down, the regular items that I get from our grocery store and the regular items that I always get from Sam's Club, and because we buy a lot of the baby's things, the diapers and the wipes and snacks and stuff, just stuff like that, because that's a phase in our life right now. And then I want to write a grocery list of stuff that I usually get at Walmart or Target. We tend to get most of our health and beauty aids, the HBAs, like the body wash and the shampoo and, the stuff like that, the clothes and just things like that we tend to get at Target. And we get a lot of like baby supplies from Walmart, like Cullen's snacks, and we get the cat supplies there, the litter and the cat food and the snacks and the toys and garden supplies. So I just kind of want to document lists from each kind of place that we normally go, just to document, like I said, this phase in our life and what we're buying regularly and from where. So that's the idea of having multiple layers of papers there. So I won't do that on screen. Like I said, I'm not going to do any journaling on film just because I feel like that's just wasted airspace and I can only come up with so much small talk. Yeah, I really like the way that one came out. I do end up switching it up a bit in the end when I start working on the 12th, but yeah, I'm liking it. So I am trying to figure out, I keep looking back at the prompts because I want to be mindful of the prompts and how I use supplies with that. So I keep referring back to them, and it's lucky that I have it printed off and in the cover of this little notebook. By the way, B6, can we talk about that for a second? It's the same width as a standard traveler's notebook insert, but it's shorter, which is fantastical for little projects like this. The passport size is great, but sometimes I feel like there's just not a whole lot of room to decorate and to write. But the B6 size is like that perfect happy medium. It's just like that middle child, like the traveler's notebook standard size is the adult, and And the B6 size is like the teenager, and the passport size is like the child size. And I just really like this size. I've never used B6 before, so it's been really fun to kind of work with this size. So yeah, let me know if you guys are doing this challenge as well. Let me know what you're doing your pages in. Are you doing a page a day in a certain notebook? Are you doing just like a little blob in your standard journal? Do you have a dedicated journal to these challenges? Like, what are you using? Because I know in the beginning of the year, I was using an A5 monthly insert that had the blank pages in the back to do like the monthly check-ins and stuff, and the challenges that don't require you to work on them every single day. And obviously I can't do this in the the 3 pages that I have allotted in for each month in the back of that monthly notebook. So I'd love to know. And if you're doing them and you're posting about it on Instagram, put your Instagram handle in the comments below so that we can all kind of follow each other. I'm not really posting photos of mine as often as I should be, just because I just really am lame at Instagram right now. Just taking the time to stop and take a photo and to make it pretty seems more daunting to me than just sitting down and filming a video. Does that make any sense whatsoever? Like, I can sit down and film a video and have like no issues with that, but trying to stage an Instagram photo like gives me anxiety for some reason. I really should get over it. It's really not that big of a deal, but anyway. So I hope you guys aren't bothered by my voice. I seem to have gotten something. So last weekend, my son lost his voice. I have lost my voice. Clara, please stop sucking on my fingers, girl. And then my oldest son came home from school yesterday, and he is kind of getting croaky like I am, lost his voice, and none of us are sick. None of us have runny noses. I Googled it. Apparently, laryngitis is the only way that you can, like, the only, like, thing that causes you to lose your voice. But it's not contagious. And 3 of us in the house now have had this voice issue. So I'm not really sure what's going on. I hope it doesn't bother you that I'm all croaky and sick sounding, but I'm not. Perfectly healthy. I am not sick at all. Gosh, girl, you can ramble. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, you guys. Sometimes I feel like these voiceovers and speaking to you is the only adult conversation time that I get, and it's a one-way conversation. I really need to get out more. Oh, Clara, what do you think, girlfriend? Mommy needs to get out more, huh? So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I feel like I say that in every single one of my videos the exact same way, but I truly hope that everybody that watches these videos, I hope you're in a good space. I hope you are happy and healthy and given the opportunity to do the things that make you happy, like watch a YouTube video or craft in your free time. I really, really love having the ability to share this happy time that I have with you, because I would have done this whether the camera was rolling or not, but it's just nice to be able to record it and kind of do it together, it feels like. So with this one, I had already kind of stamped this out, but I wanted to test using it on a different paper, and so I pulled some paper, and I love, if I just stopped right there, it would have been great. But me and my infinite wisdom, I went ahead and stamped it again, and it didn't stamp perfectly, and then in the end it looked too small for the space that I wanted to fill up. So I ended up using the card that I'm taping down now, but the only reason that I was not wanting to is because it's very thick, and I felt like if I was writing on the opposite page of that and all the subsequent pages, it's gonna lead a bump. Like, I have to be fighting a bump when I'm writing, and I wasn't super excited about that, but I had already stamped the image. I wanted to use that dictionary stamp because I don't know about you guys, but I'm head over heels over these dictionary stamps. I really just want to encourage everybody to go get them before they run out, because they're so amazing. I just love them so much. So anyway, I'm going to show you all the pages up close, and I hope you have enjoyed this really rambly, unproductive video. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye!